feet. Hey, you block over here. Boom, boom. Box it, box it, box it. Go right! Go right! Yeah. Read it, yeah. Hey, take 26! Jim, Jim!
at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay with Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Green Bay Packers and themselves. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw is Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. back to the ground, this time with Jones. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And able to find out on Lazard. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. This is Jones. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Packers have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Taken from about the 12.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Able to find Lazard.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Caught by Jones. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
After one, 7-0 on the East. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Rodgers now to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Touchdown, Packers.
Bo Melton,
33 yards.
And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now they'll throw with Rodgers.
Now swing pass for Dillon. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
On second down, Dillon. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Working from the gun, Rodgers.
Completed out left to Dobbs.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers have moved out in front.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now on 2nd and 13, Rodgers, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On play action, Rodgers.
That one caught downfield by Watson.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
Rodgers to throw once more. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Now a play fake. Rodgers.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Packers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Crosby with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. throwing now is Rodgers. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Well,
no sooner do the teams get to the locker rooms and they're running right back out. Halftime over, third quarter, ready to go.
Get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
This taken in at the goal line.
And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second and a couple. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On second down, it's Jones. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson.
His second touchdown of the night.
And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers, he's going to launch this deep for Watson. They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. From the shotgun to give to Jones. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. On 3rd down, here's Jones. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Crosby with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taken from about the 12. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yes, he's got a man complete.
And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 48 yards. Now a first down carry by Jones. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers flush to his right. He completes it to Jones.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. Back now at Lambeau. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
Touchdown! Aaron Jones from 10 yards out.
And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again to Jones.
And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge 3rd down conversion.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. An inside give to Jones.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall. Right or
Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, oh.
It's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game-tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
And it didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Rodgers to throw.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Rodgers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly. That leads to a play action sack.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Packers offense set to go. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want for football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
A give to Jones.
And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now third down as the clock runs. Now Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense. Say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back.
The clock run out, because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Now one final throw incomplete, and time will run out here in the fourth quarter. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So advantage Packers here. They'll possess the ball first with a chance to win it here in overtime. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Here's Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And he is going to have a Packers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4 and he got 4 on third down. The give is to Jones. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance. You got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
On 4th down, Rodgers. It's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. What a gigantic interception here in the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, with where they're at in the field, I mean, they're already in field goal range to win this thing.
And the head coach is just talking to the special teams coordinator right now and saying, okay, where does he want the ball positioned? Because that's all you're going to do on offense. Move it to that spot. Make sure you take care of the football and probably 3rd down, kick the field goal, and try and win this game.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
An interesting came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And there'll be some happy cheeseheads tonight as the Packers have won the game.
Well, things started off exciting this one. Had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48. Under the title is City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Green Bay Packers and clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And now the Packers get set to go. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. The Packers ready to take over offensively. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. This is intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Now back to throw.
They'll complete this one to Watson.
So the completion good. And it's second down. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
He's able to find Melton.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Allen Lazard, 29 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Here's Jones. And some room to work. Able to slither by. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
26.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Alan Lazard, 42 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got a man, complete, past the 20, touchdown, Packers. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers, and the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Running up the middle, here's Dillon.
Rasul Douglas there to get him down.
Only 4 yards on that gain, but, you know, a lot of people would say that's like getting 9 in normal circumstances since this was 1st and 5.
Yeah, now your playbook's wide open here, 2nd and very short.
Yeah, I still don't think that you can count it in the stats that way at contract time.
No, it still goes down as 4, not 9. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Snap comes at 1. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Long developing route there on the post corner, but it was worth the wait.
It certainly was. I love the way you described it because you do have to sell the post. Usually a couple of steps towards the middle of the field in order to get the defender to turn his hips. And then he breaks off towards the corner, and off he goes. Well executed.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
56 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That was all Preston Smith navigating into the backfield. He gets the tackle for loss.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now Rodgers throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's it.
And Rodgers is going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Here's Watson.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
Another drive coming up for this Packers offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Up the middle, Jones. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Able to find Lazard. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now they send a man in motion right.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones as the first half is winding down.
And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2.
Rodgers will throw for it. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
So apologies to Coach. Cut him short. We'll talk to him post-game. We got business to get down to. Third quarter action ready to go.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Going up top. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Bo Melton, 40 yards. And the Packers have retaken a third-quarter lead. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They'll look to throw. It's complete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Hey, 626.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a throw here to his running back. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Hey, 626.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 45 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. On play action, Rodgers. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Packers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2.
Hey, 626.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. 26. They'll try and throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the number. Touchdown, Packers! 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
Rodgers going to throw. And it's incomplete. But a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taken from about the 12.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
The Packers offense set to go.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Finding room at midfield. Still going. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far.
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. On 1st down, Rodgers.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense, but when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
On play action, now Rodgers.
This pass complete to Melton.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
Here's Rodgers.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
He's got daylight. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, there's a reason they call him a ball-hawking safety. It looked like he read that, Charles, and he wasn't stopping there. After he got it, he took it all the way to the house to widen their lead.
And what's interesting to me, Brandon, is that our spotter, Bruce Murray, right before that snap, pointed to his number on my play sheet. Got to see him a little bit as a ball hawk and a return man that time, didn't we? That's just the type of play they expect from him, and he delivers in a big way. Nice call, Bruce.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick-6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
The Packers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Got Dobbs over the middle.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Bo Melton.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. You tell them, here's the situation. They got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case,
Ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first down carry by Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. On the counter, here's Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
This defense...
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, we've got what can only be described. between the Green Bay Packers and themselves. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Lambeau.
A fairly short kick from the 14. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Now the Packers get set to go. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
The Packers ready to take over offensively.
An inside give to Jones. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Now Rodgers.
That's taken in by Watson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First and 10. Here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw is Rodgers. Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown!
Aaron Jones,
49 yards.
And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taken from about the 12.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Right out of the gate, we're going to get a delay. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Rodgers now on 1st down.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively, and it's 2nd down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Not the warmest starts throwing the football. He was 1 for 3, now 1 for 4 on the opening drive.
So getting him comfortable is the key. And for him, it might be different than what we think is comfortable. We're probably thinking swing passes, easy checkdowns. Some guys, they're better off throwing it downfield. That's what really loosens them up.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. To throw, it's Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And this is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson.
41 yards.
And the Packers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. These two teams all tied after one.
Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick-6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Pulls it in at the 13. The Packers offense set to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Rodgers now on first down. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Rodgers going to throw. Flushed out right.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Throwing now is Rodgers.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Rodgers now to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Preston Smith in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And right now we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. We haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams are trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. He's got a man, complete. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. So on fourth down, a big-time completion, and the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them. Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in, and they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
They'll try and run it in with Jones, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, as the first half is winding down, and the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and the lead is now 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, Rodgers.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Here's Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And some room to roam now. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones,
his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Now Crosby for the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
He finds Watson. It's gone. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing is Rodgers. And complete once again to Watson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Wide open receiver complete. That's a Packers touchdown. Bo Melton from 17 yards out. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Crosby connects on the extra point. And they're within 7 now, 28-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And here's Jones again on second down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
97 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Boy, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage.
Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Hey, 26.
On play action, Rodgers.
This pass complete to Melton.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for fourth down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Rodgers going to go on fourth down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First and 10. Here's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Rodgers again here on second and 10.
Pass complete across the formation to Melton.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Bo Melton
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
And how about this decision? Tie game, fourth quarter. They want the ball back on the onside kick. And how about this decision? Tie game, fourth quarter. They want the ball back on the onside kick. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Play action. Now Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Able to find Lazard.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
102 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On second down, Dillon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. motion. It's Rodgers.
This to the sideline and incomplete. Nearly intercepted, in fact, but he couldn't hang on. 4th down.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
He finds Watson complete. He's got the first down and more than that.
And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Rodgers with a keeper. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A give to Jones. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones
Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Crosby with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taken from about the 12. And he returns this to the 22.
So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down by 7. 1:04 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Now Rodgers. Able to find Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Rodgers to throw. And incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
To throw is Rodgers.
Watson making the catch.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Back to throw, Rodgers.
It's complete, Lazard.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. He's back to throw.
Finds his receiver, Watson.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll look to throw. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Back to throw.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Extra point try now for Crosby. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Now Crosby for the point after. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
Pulls it in at the 13.
4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So, advantage Packers here. They'll possess the ball first with a chance to win it here in overtime. A fairly short kick from the 14.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against
Rodgers.
He's able to find Melton. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
Oh, and that's so close to being intercepted. That could have been a big turnover in overtime if he had held on. Instead, though, it is still 4th down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Got a man, that's Lazard.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. An absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. extra point up and good by Crosby. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13.
Defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A huge play there in overtime. 69 yards. So often in overtime, Charles, games are won or lost on one big play. That might have been that big play right there.
And the ability to execute it despite the stakes, because let's face it, we've been there before. We've seen guys, maybe they hyperventilate a little bit when it's their opportunity. Not in this situation. They executed it calmly, and they really got it done.
And now they're set up in prime position. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Rodgers will throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.